Hey guys, this is Ruby as always, and welcome back to the FTB Tech World 2 Let's Play. So guys, we're back here. We're actually in a quarry, and you guys may notice something. There's lots of diamonds around. This one is moving extremely fast, huh? Whew. So this actually is a mod I added to the mod pack. Now this isn't in Tech World 2 by default, but this is a very widely available mod. And you may notice, oh no, we got a water spillage. Whoop, and it's gone. So this is actually QuarryPlus. It's really, really awesome. So you may also notice this is way bigger than the default size than these 25 by 25s. This is actually a 64 by 64. It's working out very well. And it's got a couple mods on it. So it doesn't show in there. But so pretty much this setup here is I've got a pump plus. And I've got a QuarryPlus, and I got a Tesseract with the conduits coming down, so this is getting items, and then receiving energy, bringing it down here, and then it transfers it to the pump plus. So, pretty much, this thing's got efficiency 5 on breaking 3 and silk touch 1. I spent a lot of time after the stream yesterday, so if you guys are here after the stream, welcome. And pretty much, you set this thing, you right-click it with a wrench, and you can set it so you can see pump plus search radius of 1, 3, 5, and then quarry chunks. So I keep this thing set to quarry chunks just in case, so it can get any of the water, and that's how it instantly gets rid of the water that's down there. Now this thing also has silk touch, which took freaking forever, and I ended up just fighting a lot of mobs and fortuning a bunch of ores to get another level 30. I think I got it on my second time too, which was amazing. So I got really lucky with that. So pretty much this thing is a boss. Now we do still have that other quarry because I made the QuarryPlus. I made another quarry just for the QuarryPlus. I was thinking about running both of them at the same time, but I think I'm just going to do it this way because this one is way faster. It's way bigger. I don't have to set up another power source like the cheaty power, or I don't have to run it off of the base power. And this one will also, which I think is most important, is silk touch ores. So all these emeralds, redstone, especially diamonds and coal and all that good stuff, we can silk touch it now, and then we can use it in a macerator or pulverizer to get double the ores. So it's really awesome for that. So pretty much, let's go ahead, let's head to the base. A lot of things have changed since last episode. So let's go ahead and take a sleep real quick. I've been doing a lot of off-camera work here, kind of fixing some things up, setting up some new stuff, and it's pretty fun. So, whoa, jeez, no, I'm joking. We actually found this trophy in the cursed earth spawner from a creeper. It makes the explosion noise and the particles, but doesn't actually damage anything. So it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead. Let's start over here. This stuff is going to be going away very soon, and we'll figure out why. So I have this resonant energy cell here. This is more my emergency power. I've also changed the way this thing works, and that's just in case something goes wrong with the power and we need power instantly to make something or get the applied energistic system back up. That's all this is really for. So that's more just for emergencies. So I've added a basic import bus here and set it to yellow, and that's so that we can start getting any extra dust that we get here, like any of the ferrous dust from iron or anything like that. So that's all that's changed right here. And if we come down here, oh, looks all normal, right? So here we actually have another big reactor. Another thing that's changed is I've replaced all 6 of these with resonant energy cells. And I did it just a little while ago, and they're still kind of charging up and stuff like that. So if we come down here, we got a good bit of yellorium saved up. And these are all resonant energy cells as well, and they're all outputting into each other. And this one's still running strong at about 2,000 RF a tick. And this one's not running yet. You can see we've got it completely filled up, but we're not running it. I'm saving this one pretty much for to kind of help us back up with power. So pretty much this one's going to be dedicated to run the quarry, and this one's going to be dedicated to help run the base. And of course we're going to keep our steam power. Just because, you know, we've got it to a degree where it is just uncontrollable amounts of fuel being produced. You know, there's not, like, it's running right now because it must have just triggered a burn cycle, but this thing, yeah, you can see it constantly just stops because it's got so much fuel saved up. And of course, this is like 500,000 buckets, 500,000 MB of fuel, so we got a good bit of reserve as well. So if we come ahead and come up here, I changed a few more things. Now with this new system, of course we're getting stone now instead of cobble, and you can see we're getting ridiculous amounts of stone. We got 126,000 stone. And I've got a storage bus here, and it's set to bidirectional, so it'll input as well as export. And we got stone in there. And now these things I changed. I actually noticed I made a mistake when I did this earlier. Is that we have dirt, and I changed this to limestone instead of clay. And then this one's now cobble. So this one's probably going to stop producing cobble because we no longer have a quarry really running making cobble. This will only increase if we say use our pick on something and get cobble. And before I had export buses going in the top and then storage buses on the side, which wasn't the way to do this. I think it was actually looping materials. So pretty much what I did was I replaced all three of these. I took the storage buses off the side and just put them on the top and got rid of the export buses. And you can set these to, of course, bidirectional and do it that way. So a couple changes over here is I've added this redstone furnace here, and this is pretty much just going to be making us rubber. So I've got the same kind of setup that I have right here. It's kind of a spider nest because we're not really going to have to edit a lot of this, so I didn't really do it in a way where we could constantly get to it. So it's just another level emitter, except I've got it set to 256 for rubber, and it's going to output a signal when it gets to that. And we just have another precision import bus set to active without signal. And this is just gonna, and then we got a export bus for, we got an import bus like that, and then an export bus with the raw rubber. And it's set to input and output to make us rubber bars. I've added a couple more recipes. I've got this making shiny ingots. So pretty much what this will do is this will take one cinnabar and one ferrous and make us a shiny ingot. So let me explain that. So if we look at shiny ingot, and then we come here to the induction smelter, this is one cinnabar from thermal expansion and one ferrous. So pretty much this will give us 3 ferrous ingots as well as a shiny ingot. Now I didn't list that in this actual thing because I don't really care about the ferrous. I just want the system to know, hey, if I need a shiny ingot, this is how I make it. I put these things in here and it'll work just like that. So pretty much this cinnabar, this is the best way I found to make shiny ingots, because there's no real other way. It just all depends on if you have this pulverized. These things I changed, or this pure platinum. So pretty much this ferrous is that we're not going to be processing that in our system. We're going to be keeping that we're going to be keeping the supply of that up. And cinnabar actually comes from pulverizing redstone. You get it 25% of the time, and you get 6 redstone. So that's not bad. So that's how we're going to be getting this. And if this thing wants to make cinnabar, I don't think I have that in here yet. So that's possibly something we're going to want to add to that. Whew, a lot of talking. So, next, let's go ahead and come back down here. And you guys may have noticed this in my inventory. We've got some RF consumers, energy bridges, and EU EV producers. So this is actually going to supply the power for our new machines. We're going to be making some industrial craft machines today. So basically, we want to take this, and we want to, let's actually, I don't know if we can, if we can just get an extra bit of room back here. And this is where we're going to kind of put everything. So, there we go. And let's go ahead and get some dirt on our bar. There we go. So pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to put our EU EV producer here, our energy bridge, and then our RF consumer. And if we go ahead and get some conduits out, right here, and then we can just run these along the back, or actually we'll run them under the ground. I think that'll work better. And if we come here, we'll have to mess this up temporarily. There we go. And let's bring it right here. And we'll run this right here. Let's go ahead and get us a little room right here. So there we go. And these guys will all run underground. We'll cover this back up. There we go. So now this guy is going to be getting the RF here. Alright? Yeah, okay. So, and then it's going to go into the energy bridge, and then it's going to go into the EU EV producer. So, let's go ahead, let's light it up over here a little bit. And let's go ahead and make these next machines. Alright, so we have some of the machines made, and I'm actually going to use our electric wrench, and I think, what's the mode key for this? Let's see, because we want to make sure it's in lossless. So IC2 mode switch is multiply. So, is that not it? Oh, there we go. Okay, lossless wrench mode. We'll pop it off. Didn't use that much power. And we got our macerator, so we don't need any of this other stuff here. Maybe this compressor here eventually. We'll go ahead and grab that. Oh, did that not? Okay, whew. I thought that didn't work. Now, what's up? Okay, this thing can take stuff too. Boop. And you I don't need, and you I don't need. So, basically, I went ahead and I made the furnace. So, if we take a look at these things, so pretty much what we're going to need is we're going to need our macerator, our furnace, and then a compressor. And these will be the machines that we start out with from the start. So now these things aren't as cool as thermal expansion, and they won't automatically go to each other. So that may be a problem that we're going to run into, but we can kind of counteract that. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get some transformer upgrades. Now I've already gone ahead and put these into the system. So we're going to need, I believe it's 3. Let me check that real quick. 3. Yeah, so we're going to need 9 in total. And then for the overclocker upgrades, we're going to need 10 each. But we'll start with 20. We'll just make it so that the compressor can do that kind of stuff too. So we'll start with 20. We'll get our transformer upgrades. There we go. And let's go ahead and go sleep. I've been putting a lot of stuff into the ME system. Every time I don't have something, I've been kind of making a note to make sure that I put it in there. So there's 3, 3, and 3. And what the heck, we can probably make more overclockers too. What's going on? Oh, it's waiting on that. Oh yeah, let me show you how it's making water. Okay. So, if we come over here, you may notice I got something extra over here. So, pretty much what this is going to do is I have a interface here telling it can make 1 water bucket with 1 bucket. It passes it into the anonymous activator, and it has this infinite source here, and then it has a basic import bus back here where it will take the water bucket out of there. So it works pretty well. Looks like we're actually running, we got low on rubber there. So this thing is currently crafting that, but this thing doesn't seem to be doing anything. See, sometimes it freezes up like this, and I'm not really sure why. 10K coolant cell. And if we check it in here, this is made with 4 10 plates and 1 water bucket, and it knows how to make 10 plates. And with a forge hammer. So this is like kind of the things I'm kind of confused about. Like, watch, if I stop it, let me grab this one, and I tell it to make us 19 more, it'll start going crazy and doing all the auto crafting, and then it gets to this thing and it freaks out and it doesn't know what to do about it. Because it'll go ahead and make me 1, and then it'll stop. So I'm not sure, because it's trying to make these, but I don't know if it's not making these soon enough. So I think that's maybe our problem. So if I go ahead and tell this thing to make me, I don't know, 20 water buckets, I think that's good. We'll go with 18 water buckets for now. So this thing should start going crazy, getting water, right? It looks like it. Or did it already get it all? We got some of them. 1 water bucket. Crafts 1 water bucket with 1 bucket. Huh. Alright. Alright, let's go check on this real quick. You missing something? No, you're just taking your sweet time. There's no other jobs. Let's see. Water buckets. See, it'll craft a couple. Let's watch it. So there it goes. It makes 3. And then it stops. So I'm not sure why it does that. I've run into this issue before, but with different machines. It's like this thing no longer wants to give it a bucket. So I'm not entirely sure. And if it needs a bucket, it's got the recipe for a bucket. That's not the problem. So let's go ahead and throw these back in here. And if we go ahead and take a look at the overclockers, again, we've got 2. So let's try to get it to make us 18 more. And it should start crafting stuff, and it looks like it needs more water buckets. Okay, let's shift click that. And did it never start making the overclockers? It made 2 of them. So if we take a look at the coolant cells, if we need, let's say, 2 more of these, what does it do? It freezes on the water buckets again. I wonder if there's maybe a better way that we can be doing this. Like, not using this thing. I wonder... I got a better idea. Let's come back to this. And let's actually get rid of this. Oh, I shouldn't have got rid of that, but oh well. Oops. If we come here, and let's go in here. It's not making our water. Or we don't have any in there. So let's grab a couple buckets real quick. We got so many dang buckets, this thing doesn't need to be making any more buckets. So let's grab a couple buckets of water real quick. And we'll go ahead and throw them in here. And let's get an aqueous accumulator going. And let's get a fluid transposer. And here's another bug I keep running into. When I type something in here, it doesn't actually do anything until I click on something. You guys know how to fix that. Let me know. Alright, so let's get a fluid transposer. And let's get some fluid ducts. My inventory is a mess right now. So let's come over here and let's put our aqueous accumulator here. And we'll put these right here. And then we'll have our fluid transposer here. And let's set this to... Will that input it like that? No. Dang it. Okay. So let's get some fluid ducts here. Actually, no. Let's move this guy. Let's get this guy right here. And we'll set our fluid ducts right here. So this will get water. And we'll get rid of it like that. So this guy will get full of water. And then we'll set this top one to blue. And we'll go ahead and pop down our interface here. And we'll give this thing the same recipe. So now if this thing wants to make a water bucket, it should give this thing water. So if we go ahead and let's call for a... Oh, we need to connect it. And we need to set this to its red. And we'll get rid of this. And we'll get our import bus here. And we'll give it a cable to connect to the interface. So if we go ahead and request a water bucket, we should see it come ahead and try to make that. Oh, it doesn't have any power. I was like, oh no, now what? That's our cursed earth spawner. That's a problem. Alright, well let's just temporarily, just to make this work, let's bring a wire up here. So this will start making our water buckets. And now it should work better, I assume. I was kind of trying to, because I had the idea to do this fluid transposer idea. Okay, well it got the water bucket, but where the hell did it go? If it's not in the system. Let's request another one. Now what happens? So it should make it, and there it is. Oh, the system's probably using it. We probably still got probably still got that request going for overclockers. So now that this thing knows how to make water buckets, that should be a whole lot more. Let's go ahead and throw this crap in here. Let's try to clean this up a bit. We'll keep them. We'll throw that in there for now. We'll throw these in here, and then we should be good. Okay, so overclockers. We've got 5. We need 15. So now this should be a little more. Whoop. I don't know. It still seems like it's hanging there. Like it's not wanting to craft these first. Let's give it a second. And let's just watch it and see what happens. Or maybe I'll just sit here a minute and try to see if maybe it's just I'm not waiting long enough, because if we come over here, it's trying to craft a water bucket, but it's not actually doing anything. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it needs to be on blocking mode, possibly. Because if we come here, we've only got 1. So let's just tell it to make 10 real quick. There we go. Now it's making a crap ton of buckets. And now we should be making overclockers, right? Yeah, because it's making a whole lot of buckets now. I think that was our problem. It needed to be on that. What's that mode called? It needs to be on blocking mode. Because maybe it thinks it's pushing a bucket when it's really not. So now if we watch our overclockers, there we go. There we go. Alright. So, maybe another one real quick. Actually, I need 5 more too. Just so we can get this going. So now this thing should just be chucking away. Right? Yep. It's going. I love watching this thing. It's so cool. Just watching it craft all this stuff. Alright, yeah. It's just taking a little while. I think it's mainly because I'm not relying on the Mac for this stuff. It's mainly relying on different machines to do this stuff. Like for the bucket, it's got to wait for the transposer. It's got to wait for the interface to actually send stuff. Like all this stuff that you keep seeing just fly by, that's all being made by the Mac system, so that's not really a problem. Holy crap, I made too many. No, chill out. Oh, jeez. Okay. I was wondering why it was still going. I was like, this seems to be making more than I wanted it to. It's whatever. We only need, we can even go ahead and see in here. So we need 4 more for that other thing, too. So let's go ahead and craft this. Oh, jeez. I'm glad I made a, I'm glad I automated this, because this stuff is annoying to make. And 1 more. Yep, there we go. And now we got all 30. So if we come down here, we go ahead and throw. We need to organize this real quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And go ahead and throw the 10 in there, 10 in here, and 10 in there. So now we just need to make glass fiber cable. It spells it the weird way. Let's see. It needs pure silver dust, or just silver dust, or pulverized silver. It needs this stuff, which takes diamond dust. Ouch. That's kind of expensive. Okay, so really, can I not use a pulverizer for that? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see something real quick. If I come here and 1, 2, 3, 4, and stick that in there, it doesn't want to do anything with that. Are you kidding me? It really doesn't want to do anything with that. So that seems kind of like a forge problem there. It should have translated that. Okay. Well, how much power are we going to be pushing with this thing? Do we need glass fiber cable? I don't know. This thing can take a lot of EU per tick. Let's see. What is the next best cable? 8192. Geez, that seems like a lot more than I need. We could maybe make this stuff here. Whoops. Oops. How many times can I mess up? There we go. And we need 3, right? This is this huge stuff, right? Yeah. There we go. So now are you pushing power? Are you not? Now it's pushing power, right? Is this not connected? No, it's connected. Doesn't seem to want to take in any RF. What's up with that? Oh no, it's got power. Yeah. There we go. So if we put these in here, yeah. There we go. Okay. So to make this stuff, we needed redstone too. Actually, if we go take a look at the recipe itself, we should just be able to click on this stuff and get some. There we go. And now we just need some of these. How come that only made 1? Oh, because I don't have that much silver. So how many do we need? We need 3 silver. 1, 2, 3. So if we just come down here, throw this in here, it should make us silver real quick. And we can go ahead and throw it in here and make us the rest of this glass fiber cable. There we go. So now we can get rid of this and put this stuff here. And now we definitely have enough power. Whew! That was a lot of work. That was a lot of kind of scariness hooking stuff up for the first time. Let's just take these out. I would be mad if I did that. So really the next step that we're going to have is we're going to have to redo some of these recipes. Now what we can do is, and you may even notice these ores here. So basically what we want to do is, this thing is way too slow, of course. So we're going to grab that. And what we're going to do, actually, we'll keep that here. Is we'll keep this here. And then we're going to tell it to always process these things in a pulverizer. Right? Yeah. These are always in a pulverizer because, oh, whoops. Is because these items here, we get things that are actually worth pulverizing it for. Like, for example, iron. We only get like a small chance of ferrous dust. We don't really need that much ferrous dust, but the main reason we want to pulverize this is for the byproduct, which is pulverized shiny metal. The main reason we want to do this is because we get the dust. The main reason we want to do this is because we get 2, and I don't think it worked in a macerator. Wait, is that right? Did I really want to just pulverize that? What happens if I macerate this? Oh, I don't think it works in a macerator or something like that. Oh well. So pretty much what we'll do now is we'll get a chest going. And we're going to need another export bus, a precision export bus. And we're actually going to need more than that. So if we get a precision export bus, oops, we need to make one of these guys. So we make a processor. And we get another precision export bus. We need 2 of these. Now, why do we need 2? Because we have more than 8 ores in our system. So what we'll do is we will grab... Oh, why did I come back up here? we need item ducts, and we're gonna need some servos, and I think we'll be good there. So basically we'll do this, we'll set this up like this, we'll set that to output, and we're gonna use a servo so that we don't have to hook a lever up to it, because right here it's gonna be kind of tricky to do that. And next we're gonna carve out some of this area right here, and we're gonna hook up some servos here and set that to output, and we're gonna put a servo in here, and we'll set this to ignore. And then so basically we'll have this here, and then we'll have our export buses here and here, and we're gonna set these guys to every single type of ore that we have. So let's go ahead and throw these guys back in here, and we'll put this up here. So now we want to tell it to do this stuff, these, and we'll just go down the list until we have all of the ores into the system. Redstone we're not going to do, gold, uranium, actually dark iron doesn't work in there, yellowite, emery. We're not going to do ferrous. We'll tell it sulfur, aluminum. Holy crap, we got a lot of diamonds. We'll tell it lapis, and emeralds we're not going to do in there, and we'll tell it silver. I don't have that much silver ore. So now that that's like that, we'll go ahead and we'll set each of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, yeah, that's 8. Okay, cool. And then each of these will go in there like that. There we go. So now what we need is we need some ME cable, which we'll do like that. Actually thinking there's probably a better way to do this, because if I remember correctly, who knows, we might have just wasted a bunch of time. Let's craft us a storage bus like this. What was that? What was I just looking at? Oh, a fuzzy storage bus. Okay. What's that need? Oh, ME cable? Take it. There we go. So if we take the storage bus and we hook this sucker in here. Oops, not that. And then we'll set this to extract only. Now is this in ME terms? We'll see in a second, I guess. Let's actually give us some room so we can watch this chest. And then what we'll need is we'll need our ME cable. Again, this episode's running really long, but it'll be all over soon. Don't worry. We'll just hook that right there. So now this guy. Okay, maybe that's not right. Insert only. Is that not working right? That guy is hooked up to the system, right? Yeah. So this should put the ores in here. Except we'll do it bidirectional. Will that work right? Oh, what the hell? Let's put this back in here. And we'll put this to insert only. So now why isn't this working? Oh, I think I know why. Okay, that's not going to work for here. So, yeah, we just wasted a bunch of time. So let's get these precision export buses. Unless you guys know how to make that work for that. I have no idea. So, we'll put these guys here. So we're going to pick back up on 10. And put these guys in here. There we go. So these guys will start putting stuff into there. This guy will start exporting it. And that item duct is going to be working very, very hard. So what this is going to do is this is going to start exporting all those ores into here. And we could even set this to stacks if we want. So we can move stacks of items and stacks of items. and this thing will fill up pretty quickly. And this will pretty much just do it as quickly as this can. And it's chucking away at it too. So that's pretty much it. I think this is going to be probably our best way. Oh yeah, we need to do something with this. I forgot. Then you will. Let's get an import bus. Basic import bus. Now will that work? Yeah, there we go. Problem is this guy only moves. Well, that's not a problem. Once it catches up, it's fine. It should keep up. No, it's not going to keep up. So if we... let's make us a processor real quick, because I know we're going to need it. There we go. And then if we give us an import bus, a precision import bus, which we're going to need one of these for. There we go. So basically, this will move whole stacks of items, and this will move stacks. So this will keep up that way. And this guy is just chucking away at it. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this very long episode. I think it's looking like about 35 minutes if I don't cut some of this out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys know how to make the storage bus thing work for that, definitely let me know. Because I was pretty confused. I thought that would work, but I guess not. And that is a lot of ores. Holy. But this will process the items a lot quicker now. That's the important thing. So that instead of it waiting on this, because really this thing, that pulverizer has been running forever. It's been running so long, and it couldn't keep up with the new QuarryPlus. So whew, I'm hoping this will work a lot better now. What we'll do actually is we will fix this real quick. And this should work perfect. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for this setup, or maybe how we can do it a little better, definitely let me know. And I will see you guys next time.